Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Dave and Alex here with another video, and today we're doing a Star Wars The Black Series Ezra Bridger from the Ahsoka show. Alright, so today we have the new Ezra Bridger. This is our first figure from the Ahsoka wave of figures from the show. And Alex is super excited because Ezra is one of his favorite characters from Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm just so excited for this figure. I've wanted this figure for so long now, ever since they released the original Ezra in Black Series. I've been wondering, why can't we get the season 3 and 4 one? And here it finally is after years of waiting. Rebels is one of my favorite media in Star Wars. I just think it's largely underrated by the insane amount of people in the Star Wars community. I just think Rebels is so underrated, and many people just didn't even give it a chance, And we did, and we absolutely loved it. I feel like I kind of grew up with that show. It was just, used to watch it all the time until it went off, and now 5 years later, here we are with Ahsoka continuing the story. So yeah, I'm just really excited about that story now with Ahsoka, and finally to get this figure. Season 3 and 4 Rebels Ezra.
Yeah, this is it's kind of confusing, but I guess this is the figure or the likeness, or it's likeness to the actor, the actor that's playing Ezra in the show. But I guess this is based off the hologram image that we saw in the early episode, maybe the first episode of Ezra, when Sabine is playing that hologram image, or the video that Ezra shot before he disappeared with Thrawn into hyperspace.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it would have made more sense if they made him from Rebels with the purple packaging.
Actually, this figure probably fits into that better than this, because the Ahsoka show hasn't been on Lothal, and this says Lothal. So, but kind of confusing a little bit. But if you know Rebels and you've seen Rebels in the show, so you know where it all fits in.
So let's take a closer look up at the packaging. On the side here, we have the side art, and I think the likeness to the actor, I think his name is Esman Esfandi or something like that, which I know for a fact I'm not saying that right, which I apologize, of course, but I have no idea how to pronounce his name, really. And, but yeah, I know his name is something like that, but I think the likeness is pretty good, especially when you look at him, at his eyes. I think the likeness is pretty good, and we'll go put a, picture of him up on the screen so you guys can see the, comparison. And then one thing I'm immediately noticing in this art is the scarring on the side of his cheek, which us Rebels fans would automatically know that is from the Grand Inquisitor when he threw his lightsaber at him at the season 1 finale. So that's really good attention to detail there. And then on the back, he's number 2 in the Ahsoka series. There's his description and a closer up image of the image on the side.
Yeah, and then a spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the Ahsoka show at all, Ezra, that as you see here, even though that's the actor, the likeness to the actor, he looks nothing like that in the show. At least not yet. I don't know if he's just going to continue the look that he has, or if he's going to eventually go back to this look, which I would love to see this look in live action.
Yeah, that would just
awesome.
Yeah.
Because I'm not too fond of I understand with the story and everything, the way that he looks now, but yeah, hopefully we'll see him like this in the show. That would be really cool.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty much it for the packaging. I think this is the first full wave to come back with plastic packaging.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we're back to the awesome windows here. So inbox collectors, this is awesome for you. We're not, especially Black Series, we're not inbox collectors. We take all of our figures out. But inbox collectors, this is awesome. So you got the window back, you can see your figure. And also, when we're picking this up at stores, we can see the figure, if it has any defects. So it's just awesome to have this window back.
Now let's crack him open.
All right, just like how we used to do our videos in the past, with the blister pack, we can see the whole figure now and the accessories. We got the blaster pistol and his lightsaber. Right, so we have Ezra fully unboxed here, and he looks really cool with his lightsaber and pistol out. Nice looking figure. Yeah, really nice looking look from season 3 and 4 of Rebels.
Yeah, I think they got the outfit spot on. I do think that the shirt could have been a little bit less shiny. If you look at it, that's kind of a common problem with figures of all lines, not just Star Wars, where the clothing is like really shiny. So yeah, they could have made that a little less shiny. And other than that, I think this looks pretty good. I like how on his chest piece, or like his shoulder piece, it has like little painted damage. That's pretty cool. Then he comes with a DL-44 pistol, which has paint apps on it on the barrel, which is pretty nice. And then his lightsaber, which has paint apps on it, which we'll take a closer look up at here in a second. But yeah, taking it around, I think is pretty good. And then if you look up close, there's his head sculpt. And I think from the front, it looks kind of weird with the ears. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about, but on one side, it's like the hair is longer than the other. So it's like his ear sticks out farther, and it looks kind of weird.
Yeah, it looks like one ear's sticking out and the other ear isn't.
But then if you look on this side, you can see he has the scar from the Grand Inquisitor. So yeah, I think he looks pretty nice. Here's the DL-44. We've seen this many times, not really much to see here. And here is his lightsaber, which the blade is very thick and very vibrant, which is nice. The color is a very vibrant green, which is always nice. And then it's like very thick, so you don't really have to worry about bending it. But then the hilt is what I want to mainly talk about here. It does have like silver and black paint on it. But the main thing I'm seeing is the emitter is not accurate to the show, to Rebels at least. Because when they made this lightsaber, I'm sure when they made it, they just made it for the Sabine figure, because they knew inevitably they'd have to make that figure. And then they just repacked it in with this Ezra, but that's not correct, because Sabine changed the emitter on the lightsaber, which is the part where the blade comes out, and Ezra did not have it like that. So they didn't make a retool of the mold to be accurate to Rebels. They just reused the same one from the Ahsoka show Sabine, which is, I mean, it's kind of a bummer, but it's not too noticeable. But yeah, it would have been cool to just see them, do that.
Yeah, it's really nice. Hilt, the molding on it's really nice, and this is a new hilt mode for the bike series, right?
Yeah. Then the DL-44 fits snugly into the holster. It's not going to fall out or anything, so that's nice. All right, so now let's go over the articulation. In the head, it's a double barbell, so you get a lot of range out of that. It goes that far down, you can kind of push it a little bit more. Goes that far up, and his neck is really abnormally long. Don't know why, but yeah, there's butterfly joints under there, under his shoulder piece there. Then the arms are pinless, as you'd expect. He doesn't have like a mid-ab crunch or like a mid-chest crunch, but he does have like a normal crunch there, so that's pretty nice. The hands are on a vertical swivel, yeah. And then the legs still have the thighs split. which I've noticed that the bunch of the figures have gotten rid of that recently. But yeah, this Ezra still has them. And then your knees, it looks like pinless, of course. Maybe they aren't double jointed. They only go back to there.
Yeah, it's the new single joint style.
And then his legs go far apart that much, so that's pretty nice. And then the feet are just, the normal everything you'd expect. So yeah, pretty good articulation. You can get him into a lot of poses, I think. And here we have the new Ezra on the left and the original Ezra on the right, from season 1 and 2. So yeah, you could see that the new Ezra is noticeably taller, which is accurate because he was older in season 3. There was like a time jump, kind of. And his outfit changed drastically in season 3, and so did his hair. But the face sculpts don't look anything alike, which makes sense because back when they made the original Ezra, they had no idea who was going to play Ezra. So they just made up the face sculpt and try to make it look realistic.
Yeah, and the original Ezra figure is such an awesome figure. So many little details in the figure. You have all his straps and belts and stuff, and then he has like this little vest on, and all of that has individual paint apps, and it's just an excellent figure. He has that shin armor on one leg. I mean, it's just really cool looking figure, I think. And then even like the molding of the clothing and stuff is done really well in that figure. And I remember it took a long time to get Ezra in the Black Series because we had Kane and Hera, and some of the Kane and Hera came early in the Black Series,
and Sabine too.
Yeah, Sabine. All three of those figures came pretty early, and I want to say that in the first 20 figures, all of them were around before 20 figures running there in the Phase 3 line.
And then came Chopper, and I think wasn't Chopper and Ezra in the same wave, right?
Same wave, yeah. And then it took another year or two to get Zeb.
Yeah, and Zeb was a deluxe in Phase 4.
Yeah.
So. And they did go and re-release all of those figures with the updated photoreal head sculpt applications in Phase 4, as we all know.
Yeah.
And, I kind of wish they added the new Ezra into that line with the purple boxes. But no, for some reason they decided to make it Ahsoka. And it's kind of weird because in the same wave, they re-released Chopper, and they didn't put him in an Ahsoka packaging, even though he's in the Ahsoka show. They decided to just re-release the Rebels Phase 4 purple packaging with minor differences. I don't know why. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, it's like the third release of Chopper, and he's still in that Rebels packaging, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know why. I don't know. I really don't. Hasbro's just like everywhere.
All right, so Alex has a cool diorama set up here with Ezra and Thrawn and some troops. And Alex, how do you rate the new Ezra Bridger figure?
Immediate 10 out of 10. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this figure, really. I mean, and I've been waiting for this figure for so long, and Hasbro delivered big time. I mean, this is everything I expected out of this figure. We got the lightsaber, the pistol. We got... There's really, it's such a, simple figure, but such a figure I've been waiting for so long. And I mean, it's just finally here. I just can't believe it's finally here. And I've been wanting to do this exact scene as a diorama for a very long time now. And now I can finally do it. Which this is from the very end of Rebels when Ezra sacrificed himself and sent him and Thrawn into an unknown place, which now we know where that place is, but that's besides the point for this video, because, this figure's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. Just spot on to what I imagine this figure being.
Yeah, I'm going to rate this figure 5 stars. There's no problems or issues with this figure. and it's a really nice looking figure. But it, like Alex said, it is kind of plain, but that's just kind of some figures are like that. So, but it is really nicely done. I kind of wish there was more accessories. We could have gotten the biker scout helmet to come with this figure. That would have been a really cool addition. With Sabine's paint job on it, that would have been really nice to see. The articulation is excellent, all the modern standard articulation, and so it's a nice figure. So if you're a fan of Rebels or even the new show, I highly recommend this figure. And I'm hoping, even though this doesn't have anything to do with the figure, I'm hoping we'll see Ezra in live action looking like this at some point. But we only, as of making this video, we only have the season finale to go, so it's probably unlikely, I would say. But you never know. All right, guys, thank you for joining us on another video. Please give this video a like. That really helps out our channel. Also, comment down below. Tell us what you think of this new Ezra figure and if you're going to be picking it up. And also, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And if you are a subscriber and you would like to help support our channel, please hit the join button, and that would really greatly help us make more videos. Alex, take us out.
May the Force be with you, always. And Buffalo Wild Wings has deals on deals on deals. It's a win-win.